Republican Reconstruction, the Reconstruction Amendments were made and passed. These are the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. The 13th Amendment formally abolishes slavery in the United States. The 14th Amendment grants citizenships to all persons born or naturalized in America, while the 15th Amendment allows the African American man the right to vote. Another thing that emerged during the Reconstruction is the Civil Rights Movement, guaranteed equal treatment in public places and prohibited racial discrimination in jury selection.
The main goal of the Radical Republicans was to enact the complete abolition of slavery. This key goal goes hand in hand with other goals that would lead to the successful integration into American society. The Civil Rights Act of 1866 was passed in order to protect black rights. This act enabled blacks to file lawsuits against the whites as well as sit on juries. To defend these rights, the states ratified the 14th and 15th Amendments. The 14th Amendment granted citizenship to all individuals born or naturalized in the United States, including former slaves that had been recently freed after the Civil War. The 15th Amendment allowed African Americans to vote. The Radical Republicans also attempted to use the Freedmen's Bureau to return confiscated Southern plantation lands to the blacks so that there would be equality between them and the white farmers. Some possible steps that could have better prepared the African Americans for successful integration include the idea of popular sovereignty and bills focusing on the subject of anti-slavery.
After the Civil War, many Southern whites were forced to accept different aspects that they did not want. They were threatened with the existence of carpetbaggers, scalawags, African American voters and office holders, as well as federal troops. During the war, the former Confederacy was accustomed to running their own government. Suffrage was actually granted to the black male population, as well as their ability to hold public office. Set up by the Reconstruction Acts, any former white Southern leaders who were involved in the Confederacy could no longer participate in the state governments. Many Southern whites claimed the blacks who voted or ran for office were incapable to run the government. They resented white Northerners, or carpetbaggers, who had moved to the South in order to earn positions in the Reconstruction government. Along with them, scalawags, or white Southerners who supported the Reconstruction, were despised. Federal troops were also sent down to the South in hopes of enforcing the Reconstruction. As a result, the Southerners attempted to disrupt the government with outbreaks of violence and through intimidation. This was enacted by a secret society known as the Ku Klux Klan. The North eventually grew tired of imposing force, so by 1877, white Southerners had regained all control over their state governments.
Radical Republican Reconstruction ended due to numerous reasons. One of these reasons is the death and aging of some of the key leaders of Reconstruction. In addition, the exhausting fight to keep the Reconstruction Amendments enforced in the states. It also was affected by the expenses of deploying troops and Southern opposition. The Reconstruction officially ended in 1877 due to the election of 1876, in which the Republican Rutherford B. Hayes took presidency in return for the withdrawal of troops from the South. This deal allowed whites to gain control of Southern states again. Through the Radical Reconstruction, the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments were passed. However, after the deal of the election of 1876, the amendments were not enforced in the Southern states due to the reign of white supremacy. Therefore, this failure leads to a stronger civil rights movement to fight for black rights, since it is already written in the Constitution.